Hi there, welcome to the latest episode of my 10-minute moan. The topic of this 10-minute moan is looking at the invasion, Islamic invasion, and their politics, which has actually already started, but we didn't see it. Now, this piece in the Critic online, it's a fantastic piece, an eye-opener for me, and I thought I knew a thing or two. And their headline is "Political Islam is already in Britain." It goes on, the London borough of Tower Hamlets is under the full political control of an exclusively Bangladesh Islamic male-only political party called Aspire. Replacing Labour as a party in power in 2022, Aspire shocked the political establishment by winning the local elections with no mainstream support, sectarian campaigning and a leader, Lutfur Rahman, who was previously banned from office due to electoral fraud and practicing undue spiritual influence. Now that's the first paragraph. As I say, I'll put the link in the description so others can read it at their own leisure, and I would recommend you do so if you're not already aware of this case. But basically this Aspire party only operates in Tower Hamlets, is only open to males who are Islamic, so Muslims in religion, and with a heritage being from Bangladesh. Now I just thought, if I opened a party or started a party tomorrow purely for male Christians from Glasgow, I would probably not get much purchase. There would be people condemning such an act. Yet we're allowed, even, there's no part of that makes sense. There's three terms on their exclusivity, and that is male, Bangladeshi, Muslim. Now, you pick any of them and say this is a party only for that type of person, then I don't think you would be allowed, or should be allowed. But this one is particularly mental, purely for Bangladeshi Muslim men. Women, no. Non-Muslims, no. Anybody that's not from Bangladesh, not allowed in the party. That's bonkers. I just don't think the mainstream or anybody would accept similar party for a different race or religion. And even just the male only bit, it's 2024 and we're allowing this in the country. Now what is bizarre about this, and the reason that Tower Hamlets is where they operate, the average population across the UK of Muslims is 6.5%. However, in Tower Hamlets it's 40%. And when you look at council elections, very, very few people vote. So it's not that difficult if you campaign properly to actually get voted in as a councillor. That's why they run the council. But already they have given, the Aspire party has spent twice as much as Labour, largely to the benefit of its own voters. In 2023, the Times revealed that Rahman gave £250,000 for a mosque engagement charity, who had an annual income of just £20,000. So basically totally funded the thing. And that came from the Tower Hamlets controlled council to a charity who, I don't know what mosque engagement charity actually means. Does that mean they try and recruit people to become Muslims? I'm unsure at this point. But more incriminating was in 2015, a court judgment which found Rahman guilty of electoral fraud and undue spiritual influence. Now that's an old law that hadn't been used for a long time, because we'd kind of moved on from churches telling people how to vote. In the 2014 local elections, no fewer than 101 imams and Muslim leaders signed a letter to make Lutfur Rahman victorious before the election, which resulted in the first charge of undue spiritual influence since the 19th century. That's 18-something. That's a long time ago. Explaining the judgment, the judge said Rahman's career had relied on silencing his critics by accusations of racism and Islamophobia, and if he had not enlisted the help of the Muslim clergy to put unlawful pressure on Muslim voters, the result would have been very different. Tower Hamlets contained 8 Bengali television channels, all entirely supportive of Rahman, and there was a very supportive Bangladeshi press. The letter signed by 101 Muslim leaders was only published in Bengali, making it inaccessible to the scrutiny of English-only speaking electorate. So I didn't know about this. And we should, because everybody should, because some people fear an invasion of Islam into politics. Well, it's already here. And as I said earlier, we just didn't realise it. So if this is doable in that area, because it's got quite a high portion and well over the national average portion of Muslims, then you can imagine how easy it would be to gain control in other areas where they so wish. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not already done so, please hit the subscribe and the notification bell. Let me know your comments below. That's always good. But unless you are, and this is the most important bit, unless you are the type of person who will be misogynist when having male-only parties, or sectarian and having political parties only for one religion, then not you. But
everyone else, have a great day. Cheerio, bye now.